All right, yeah, I'm feeling good about this. So, one thing I want to do is play back some of the stuff from before. So check this out. Well, not here, sorry. Here. Hey, Luisa, good to see you in here. Very cool. Yeah, so before I had this as a piano, I really like the sound I got with that nice reverb. So what this is, it's a coda from Coda Nation, which is a library I made, and it's also from another library I made, Celtic Harp. And I think that layer sounds really nice. Let's take a look real quick. That has, yeah, delay and Valhalla Shimmer, because I love Valhalla Shimmer. Let's get rid of the browser. Don't need that at the moment. I'm really scared to just like play the track from start to finish because of the stability problems. I will say, if you caught my stream on Saturday, you saw I was having a lot of issues. So there are two things I did that hopefully will help with that. One is that I updated to another beta of Serum, and hopefully that'll help a little bit. Also, there's an option in the wrapper of Serum, this thing here, Send Mod X's Polyphonic Aftertouch. For whatever reason, that is just super unstable. I don't know what's going on with that, but it really makes it very unstable. So I turned that off. And also, I made sure that all the Serum instances are in draft mode. So between all those things, I think that's going to make a difference. I spent a lot of time on the ImageLine forums and this X4Audio forums, the people that make Serum, to try to get to the bottom of the problem, because I was able to reproduce some crashes even in a relatively simple project. But when I was working on this yesterday, thankfully, it was pretty stable. So what I want to do is play, I was working on the second drop last time, so I'm going to play the transition, and then hopefully cross our fingers that the drop sounds okay and doesn't crash. So I did some different stuff with the synths there. I think it sounds pretty good. Actually, I need to turn up my own volume. Having trouble hearing myself for some reason, or having trouble hearing the track. So just to show you some of the stuff I did for this part of the track. Let's see, 1 second. Okay, so what's going on here? So there's a lot of new synths that are being used here with automation to vary up the sound. So that's cool. In terms of other elements, most of the stuff is the same. So I got some cool new stuff there. Actually, there's 2 copies of that. I'm not sure why. Hey, Fluffy Bunny, what's going on? And Ilumnia, good to see you both. Yeah, Saturday, unfortunately, there's a lot of technical problems with the project being unstable. So that was a bummer. But so far, so good today. But anyway, I thought this stuff was cool. The other thing that I did, we have this pad down here from before. And this is rendered out. And I did some phaser automation just to give that a little bit more interest. Actually, I should smooth that out. That kind of snaps into place. It should be more like this. So that sounds pretty good. I think some of these synths sound off. The second part especially, I really like how this sounds. So it's got a nice kind of like a swag to it, for lack of a better word. I did some tweaking of the drums to make them sound. I think it sounds better. One thing before I forget, this synth here. So that needed to be a little bit louder. Am I from those people who create an amazing trap and upload it on YouTube? Well, I don't do trap music, at least not seriously. But I do make music and I do upload it to YouTube. So, welcome. Okay, now the next part of the track, what eventually we want to do is to get back to, I hesitate to call it the chorus. It's not really a chorus per se, but this here. So eventually we're going to get back to that. I wanted to do something a little bit different with the section before it. So this is what I had in terms of chords. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, that piano part from before. Yeah, I'll bring it back and build on it. So this pad is that's kind of a cool sound, but basically the part earlier in the track, it was this. So that's fine. But at this point in the track, I feel like I want it to be more layered instead of kind of going back in dynamics. It's 4 minutes and 22 seconds into the track. I really want that to sound, this to sound a little bit more built up. So that's why I was going to do something different with the chords here. What did I write there? Is that a D chord? No, C. Okay. Yeah, with regards to the automation, Louisa mentioned how I have automation next to like audio and MIDI and stuff. This is kind of it's a disorganized project. I think next time I do something, I need to be a little bit better about my organization because it does get confusing. In some cases, like having the automation right over the audio, that makes sense. And having this automation, this fits with this noise thing. But like here, Zebra 2 delay, like I don't know what this is, what MIDI event that's attached to. So it could be organized a little bit better. Although having the flexibility is nice. So somebody mentioned in the chat, Kanafjian, if I pronounced that right. You're talking about how you don't like Cubase. when I was having trouble with FL Studio over the weekend, somebody said you should switch to Cubase. So it's like the grass is always greener. Okay, so let me record just some basic stuff, and then we'll swap the sounds around. Why did that not record? I legitimately don't know why that didn't record just now. Weird. Some recording score. It did record. Oh, I put in the wrong pattern. That's all. Okay. So we'll see what sound I want to use for this, but I think these are the right notes. Let's do that. Okay. So. So some of this is a little bit sloppy, my playing. I had to change the legato mode. That will also help. Let's see, dum ba da ba 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 ba. Okay. So in context. Okay, so we'll switch up the sounds here, but to start with, uh-oh, cat's coming. That's not going to be good. Oh, it's so cute. It's starting to get nice out here in Maryland, and the birds are coming out. So what the cats are doing is they go to the window. Yeah, here she comes. They go to the window and they just kind of like chirp at the birds. They make these cute noises. Okay. Okay. No. Oh no. Okay. Yes, Bully Hoist serum is indeed under $200. It's pretty cool. Hey, come in. What's happening? DJ, come in, everybody. This dude's awesome. He's got his own Twitch stream as well. Runs a record label. Awesome remixer. Okay, what am I doing? I lost my train of thought because the cat jumped on my keyboard. Okay, massive automation. That's what I was doing. Okay, so I want to get the massive automation, and where the hell is it? Okay, see, this is why having better organization is important. Here we go, massive modulation density. So what I'm doing is I'm moving this automation clip over here, and then we're going to switch it up a little bit. Hold. So I'm not going to just use the synth, but I'm going to put the automation in for it, assuming I'm just using it. So a little too fast. Okay, so that synth. Okay, so by the way, what this is doing, this automation clip, this is controlling the speed of the LFO and massive that gives it that motion. So I'm just controlling how fast that effect happens. That's it. And yes, the cat is an eternal battle. Where did she go? Yeah, she's right by the window right now, just staring at birds. That's where she should be. So what we want to do is kind of swap the sound in and out. Okay, so we'll take those two notes out. We kind of replace the synths a little bit over time. Serum 8. Okay, so this one I was not I had to manually sidechain it for some reason. We're just giving this synth some manual automation for the volume. Here we go. Macro 1 also want to give it motion like this. Yeah, in FL Studio, the way it works, there's Louisa asked, do the tracks not necessarily represent just one instrument? That's correct. A pattern in FL can contain MIDI for all of your instruments. So this pattern has MIDI data on a couple tracks. And again, this is really disorganized. There are tools to organize it better. Like you can group stuff into, based on what instrument you're using. You can use folders. I'm not doing any of that, which is terrible, I know, but. Okay, I need to listen to just this synth. It's a new one. Check that out. Okay. I feel like this isn't. It's okay. This isn't doing anything. It's like, yeah, this isn't okay. It's doing that. That's okay, I guess. I'll put that. I need to give it more movement, basically. That's what I'm. So now, when this automation moves, it will automate that synth. Yeah, there we go. Okay, right. Let's hear this actually in isolation. Sounds pretty good. I think I can do a little bit better. I really want to give it a lot of motion, not just a little bit. It shouldn't be subtle. Okay, that's a bit better. So I don't want to go into too much detail on the synthesis end of things, because actually at some point I want to do like a review of Serum on my YouTube channel, and not just a review, but a walkthrough. But check this out. You can actually download the wavetables for other synthesizers and import it into Serum. So here I have Massive, all the wavetables for Massive imported into Serum, which is just so awesome. I love being able to do that. Okay, again, some CPU usage on this for sure. The more automation and stuff you have, the worse it gets. So again, here at the moment, what I'm doing is assigning this knob, macro 1, to different parameters in the synth. And then I'm automating that knob here to give motion to the sound. So that's cool. Yeah, man, it's just awesome. So one of the things that I did recently was I downloaded for free. It's not illegal or anything like that, but I downloaded stuff from the Virus, Codex by Waves, that synthesizer, Discovery Pro, all the waveforms from that, Helix, Isotope Iris. These are just some custom things that some guy made. Massive, Novakill, Tone 2 Ray Blaster, which is like an additive synth, Tone 2 Saurus, and Zeta 2.1. So all these wavetables are in Serum, and they can be loaded, and they can be processed, and it's just, man, really cool stuff. Very, very cool stuff. Okay, so now that I have a little bit of extra automation there, I might still use Massive a little bit because of Serum CPU usage. So if you see me using it, that's why. So these notes, let's put that on something else. I made this synth. It's pretty cool, I think. I've gotten a little bit better about the about some of the synthesis here. I actually got an email recently I want to talk about just very briefly. The email was asking, is it okay to use presets? They said, is a producer, and they were saying that a friend of theirs told them not to use presets. And like, presets, it's lazy, it's not professional. And my opinion on that is that presets are totally fine. I use presets a lot myself, but it depends on what you're trying to do. So for example, if I'm looking for like a harmony synth, and I need something like plucky and an arpeggio, I'd rather just pull up a preset for that. I don't really need to spend a lot of time developing it from scratch. On the other hand, a bass sound like this, because it's taking up such a forefront of the track, it's not just that I don't want to use somebody else's work. I want to put my own signature on it, but also it's a lot harder to get that to fit if you're just using a preset. So for me, I I like making these bass sounds from scratch, so I'm not really using presets for that. But you'll see me use presets for other things. And ultimately, it's whatever sounds good. I just have a harder time getting like a bass preset for this kind of a song to sound good, as opposed to like a pad preset or something like that. So just my 2 cents on it. You know, when you see me looking around and searching for presets, it also depends on the genre of the song. Obviously, if you're making like orchestral music, you know, you're not gonna make a violin from scratch. Swap. Take those 2 notes and we'll put that on this synth. Again, save constantly. Lots of saving. Just too much saving. Just save all the time. Okay, that's serum number 6. So let's bring in some automation for that. I had some automation for it. Again, it's like, where did I put it? Actually, did I have any automation for that? Maybe I didn't. Let's make some automation for it. Last tweaks, create automation clip. If it bleeds, we can kill it. If you can move it in FL, you can automate it. Let's put that on something else too. That's serum number 6. That got automated down, so put that back up. So here, this is just variation, you know, getting more variation in the track. Let's take that and let's make a new synth. Why not? Okay, this synth is on track 2. So I want to reuse the same effects. I don't feel like making a new effects chain for it. Oh, don't pirate stuff. Can I just say that in the chat? Like, don't pirate your gear. Come on. People put hard work into making music software, and for example, FL, you can get it for 150. Get the producer edition. 150 is not that much. If you really want something for free, just download a free DAW. Like well, Reaper, it's like $40 or something like that, but it's got an unlimited trial. So it's just like don't be a dick. Don't pirate stuff. Come on. There's tons of good free music software out there. You can buy Computer Music Magazine for $5, and it has like a DVD full of music software. There's no reason to pirate it. This needs a little bit more, can't really hear it. So it's just a little bit of synth design. Okay, switch this over to do monophonic. Hey, Meaty Dubs, what's going on, buddy? This needs a little bit more in the high end range. Need to get some. Just gonna go through some of the waveforms here. Yeah, some deep. Looking for chrome. Oh, there we go, chrome. See how that sounds. Not quite. Well, that needs a little bit of motion. Just trying to find the right. It's kind of tricky to find the right balance sometimes when you're making a synth from scratch like this. I actually like the white noise, I think. Do a filter though, double not a comb or a notch. Let's check that out. Okay. I think that sounds pretty good. Change those 4 notes though to something else. Gotta keep the variation going. Okay, and that's serum number 5. Okay, let's make sure we got some automation on that. Serum, that's serum 7, 8, massive 5. Do I have serum 5? Serum, that's serum 4. Zebra 3. It's a problem with having a crowded project, as I noted earlier. Serum 5, macro 1. There it is. Let's cut that. And this is what I'll use to draw some automation for this part. Is it actually doing anything? I can't tell. No, it isn't. It is not doing anything. Confirmed. I must have that set to a different automation. Maybe. Oh, it's this one actually. I'm 99% sure it's this. And actually what I could do is have that be the first note, and then, wow, like that. Have a growl. Nice. Okay, that sounds cool. Very nice. Not a dumb question at all, Louisa. So the question was, since I can import massive wavetables in Serum, why use massive again? Simple reason is because of CPU usage. Massive is still a lot better in terms of CPU usage than Serum. The other thing is that I've had some stability issues with Serum in the latest version of FL. Now, as far as I'm aware, I got really mad about this on Saturday, actually. As far as I'm aware, it's more an issue with FL than it is with Serum. And even on top of that, it's an issue with the FL beta, hopefully not the finished version. But just to be safe, since this is such a big project and I don't want to crash it on stream, I just figured I'd use massive for that. So that's really my only reason. Okay, and then just for now, I'm going to copy this stuff over, but we might vary it up again. That all sounds pretty good. Uh-oh. What? Malicious website blocked. Skype.exe. What the hell? Weird. Really weird. Wow, what's going on there? Again? Uh-oh. Well, I'm going to go ahead and close Skype. I don't know what's going on with that, but uh-oh. That's not good. End process. Okay. Well, I didn't need Skype. Come on, malware bytes. Stay down there. So I think for the repeat on this, I can change the bass. Cat made some noise. I changed the bass, but like also get some new melodic elements in there. So maybe like a syncopated pattern, something like that, like. Obviously, maybe not that synth. Yeah, I think like a bell kind of filling up some of the high frequencies. By the way, somebody said something nice a little bit earlier. What did I see? Oh, Feist, just got to say, me and my daughter love your music. Glad you're streaming it. Oh, thank you. Thank you for listening. Okay. That's what I want to do. Some of these notes are subject to change. I'll play this back when I'm done. Just want to not lose my train of thought, you know. So this could sound bad. It probably does, but just wanted to kind of get the pattern down. So one thing is, okay, so this has swing on it, and we do want swing earlier in the track, but not here. So that swing is going to get automated down. Save. Save. Always save. Yeah, we're talking about Somalian pirates in the... What's going on? So actually, I like that. That's kind of cool. So I like it. This is Omnisphere, by the way. But the delay is it's a bit excessive for this part of the track, so I'm gonna go ahead and automate it down for this too. Yes, I do need to turn off the swing earlier. Good call, thank you. What happened? Sorry, excuse my language. Gonna try to keep it PG-13, you know. 117. Okay, now to do a little bit more bass variation. Yes, Tez 20005 Omnisphere 2 is going to be awesome. Yes. Oh man, I cannot wait for Omnisphere 2. Cannot wait. It's going to be amazing. That serum is, I think, this macro here. How many plugins do I have loaded? Good question. All right. 2 Massives in Omnisphere, that's 3. Zebra, Trillion, that's 5. 2 Easy Drummers in Contact, that's 8. Serum is 9. Another Serum is 10. 2 Zebras is 12. 2 more Zebras is 14. Massive 15. 2 more Zebras 17. Massive 18. Serum 19. Massive 20. Serum Massive Zebra is 23. Zebra Massive 25. FM8, another Contact and Harmor, is that 28? Zebra 29. 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. But that's nothing compared to how many FX plugins I have. If you look at this mixer, so there's 6 there, 2 here. I can't count them all. Just look. I'm going to tab through. These are all plugins. Everything you see on that left-hand menu, like Fruity Parametric EQ, Sound Goodizer, Arts Acoustic, Valhalla Shimmer. All plugins. Okay, so I'm probably using at least, I would say, 150 different plugins. At least 150. What was I doing when it crashed? I have to look. So this was behind the beat, I think, in this pattern. Not that, this. That was intentional, but I don't need it here. What am I using Reaper for? I use Reaper for audio editing primarily. The work that I do for Impact Soundworks, when you're dealing with 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 files, yeah, you need a really rock solid DAW that's low CPU. Hold on, I'm just going to tweet real quick. Sorry for the brief stream downtime. If it happens again, it's due to a DAW crash. Still working. Okay. Yeah, so that's what I use Reaper for. So I'm paranoid that I don't want it to crash again. Have I ever had to reorganize because I run out of mixer tracks? No, I haven't run out. I have pushed it to 99 mixer tracks a number of times. What bass sound is that? I'm assuming you mean the this one. This is a Trillion. Damn it! I love the electric and acoustic basses in Trillion. They sound so awesome. I don't use the synth basses that much, but the acoustic and the electric stuff is just whew, sick. It sounds just awesome. Bum, 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 bum. Dun, dun, dun. Bum, bum. Uh-oh, you hear that meow? You know what that means. What's my EQ? Is there any way to record live guitars already panned in FL Studio for proper dual track recording? I'm not a guitarist, so I can't answer that. I mean, the way I would think that you would do guitars is record one track and then record another track and then pan them in software. That's what I would do. Kitty! Hey, come on. Bum, ba-da-da-dum, bum. Let's just do some bass sequencing in here. It doesn't work. That just makes a stereo track. For real dual track guitars, you need them already panned to left and right. I don't follow you. What you mean by that? Like, you have, yeah, you play it twice. You have two audio files. You put one on one track, and you put one on another track, and you pan them hard left and right. Are you talking about electric guitar or acoustic guitar? Acoustic guitar, I don't know. I mean, electric guitar, that's what I do whenever I use sample libraries, like Shreddage, for example. I do have the swing turned on for some of these. For some of them, it's okay. I don't mind it. Some of them it does matter. Some of them it doesn't. Some of these are kind of quiet. This I feel like could be jacked up a little bit more. And this other one, it's a massive 8. I need to automate that now too. Massive 8, macro 1. Oh, that's massive 3, not 8. Okay. That doesn't, wait, that doesn't, there we go. Okay. Massive 3, that's what we're looking for. Massive 3, modified density envelope. And, sorry, I'll look at the chat in a sec. I just gotta, I have to focus on finding this. Here we go. Massive 3, modified amp. There's a lot of automation going on here. It can be a little tricky to keep track of everything. No joke. Test load. Is FL12 treating you pretty well? How stable is it? I have to be honest, I have not had good luck with stability on FL12. I've had stability issues with the 64-bit version. I've had stability issues with Serum. And I've had issues with using the FL Sound Pump player. So, you know, it is a beta, so keep that in mind. Louisa, does Trillion have legato? Yes. The instruments do have legato, like actual hammer-on and pull-off transitions. Yeah. Bow, bow. Density. That's cool. Sorry, I'm playing. You know, I end up playing the same stuff over and over again. But that's part of it. Part of working on a track like this. I don't understand what's happening in the chat right now. I can't understand some of these things. How much melody will you craft for this song, or will it be more bass rhythm heavy? When I play it back, you'll hear there are some melodic parts, but overall it's a little bit more on the atmospheric end, end of things. And then I have a question: did I get my VSTs cracked? No, I buy everything I use. I don't pirate stuff, so yeah. I don't think there's a reason to pirate stuff. Just lots of good free stuff. So Yo, Cakeplex, and just anybody in the chat, just like take it down a notch. I mean, have fun, but like, you know. Get these chops in. That one there. That doesn't sound that good. What advice could I give to somebody who wants to make electronic music sound more full? One thing is to listen carefully to tracks. So that means you need to listen consistently. So if you're listening to something at a very low volume, then you'll hear the weaknesses more. Whereas if you crank something up, even something that sounds kind of minimal and empty can sound full. So what I try to do is I try not to increase my volume when I'm listening much. I try to listen very quietly. So by doing that, if you can get a track to sound full at a lower volume, it'll sound even better at a high volume. That's my opinion, anyway. That's a good suggestion, too. Oh, come on, cat. Get out of here. Okay, that was the synth I was trying to fix. It was this one, Macro 8. That low B is pretty low. Okay. You want food, don't you, cat? Yes, you do. Oh, you're a good kitty. Yes, you are. You're a good kitty. There is automation not happening for this that needs to happen. There we go. All right. Cool, cool. DJ Toxicity on. I don't ever use the step sequencer. I do for drums, as Tamia said. Have I used? Okay. 2 questions. Tesla load. Broader question. Where do you see your music style going in the future? What are you trying to push towards? Sorry, I didn't see that earlier. Chat's a little crazy. I basically just do whatever. It's kind of a lame answer, but I kind of just do whatever I feel like doing. At the moment, that means I really like having the complexity, having a lot of different elements, very full sound. I mean, I guess my music's always kind of been like that, but I've had in the back of my mind the idea of doing like maybe some more pared down tracks, like maybe some trance or house that's more simplistic and melody focused. I've also thought about doing some drum and bass, some liquid or dark drum and bass, some jazz fusion stuff. So at the moment, this is this kind of track that uses big drums, big bass, and sort of like jazzy elements. That's what I really like. I've been listening to this group called Dirty Loops. I love them, and I would like to do some stuff in that style. Actually, I think could be very cool. Okay, yeah. So I mean, that's the short answer. I definitely would like to do some kind of trance stuff though. What's my EQ? Have I used Cubase 8 or 7.5, and would I recommend it as a DAW investment? Can't decide whether I should get Cubase 8 or Reaper 4 and Complete 10. What I will say is that, yeah, use whatever works for you. Reaper is awesome. Reaper is amazing. And in general, if you can get anything plus Complete, I would do that. That being said, try Reaper first and see what you think about the MIDI, because I think the MIDI is kind of the weak point right now, whereas Cubase is pretty well known for having good MIDI. So if you can work with Reaper's MIDI, I think it has everything that you need, because the audio is great, very customizable, very good for plugins like multi-core and all that. And Complete 10 is just a great buy. It's definitely going to be better than what comes with Cubase. And then, can I show us EQ? Well, there's a lot of EQ in this project. The master track EQ is actually pretty tame. It's just this, so it's taking down some of the boxiness around 150, 160, and a little bit at about 1100. I tell you my IQ. I actually got an IQ test when I was a high school student or so. I'm not going to say what it is. Because and that, you know, first of all, you wouldn't believe me if I, not to say that I was high or low, but in other words, people always lie about their IQ. So it's like I could say if I said it was 100, people would be like, well, you know, that can't be right. If I said it was like 150, it'd be like, well, that can't be right either. So there's like no point in talking about IQ. But the other thing is that it's just a bad measure in general. So I'll tell you my SAT scores. I got a 1490 back in the day at a 1600. So that's thumbs up for that, right? But yeah, IQ is kind of pointless. I mean, it's like I'll say my IQ is 100. How about that? Nice dead average number. What happened to the automation? Sorry, I'm playing this part like over and over again, but okay, what I want to do now is I'm going to render everything that I have so far, just so we can kind of hear it in context. and then that way I don't have to worry about it crashing on playback. So we'll check it out and then play it back, and I'll go through the project, like I'll scroll through it so you can actually see what's going on, but it won't be playing in real time. So hopefully that'll be cool, and we'll hear, because I think this is probably about 90% done, 90 to 95%. Okay, so a couple questions. One is mastering confuses me. Do you have any tips with Maximus? I don't personally use Maximus for mastering. I don't use any multi-band mastering stuff. The most important thing for mastering, in my opinion, is you need stuff that is well mixed to begin with. In other words, your drums need to sit well with your bass needs to sit well with your pads, the lead needs to be, all that stuff should be balanced. Mastering should just kind of smooth it out and glue it together a little bit. So I feel like if you like the sound of my masters, which you might not, that's the approach I would take. So generally, if I turn off my mastering plugins, the drums sound a little spiky because I usually crank the drums pretty high, and then when the master compressor kicks in, that evens everything out. So a couple questions also came in. Maybe I'm having crashes due to plugin bridging. That's very possible. But the reason that I have to bridge it is because FL64, I have 32 gigabytes of RAM, but FL64-bit is buggy right now, and that crashes even more. So what I have to do is I have to bridge Serum in FL32-bit so that I can use my RAM. I'm sure that if I was not bridging Serum, it would probably render properly. Also, so right, there's a question about making money. Do I make money from Twitch streaming? No. Do I make money from music? I make some money. You know, I don't have a record label backing me. I actually co-founded a record label, Overclock Records, but yeah, that's it. Okay, so. One of these synths is sticking out a lot. This one. So clean that up a little bit. Okay, so there's a question, how do you master or finalize your orchestral scores if I don't use multi-band compression? I just, same way I do everything else. So I have equality, so master your EQ. For an orchestral track, I might have a master reverb like Lexicon. Then I have a limiter like TLS or FabFilter. And that's it. So that's how I do it. All right, let's get pattern 61. Let's actually get on to the next part of the song. I can always adjust this a little bit more. A little bit more later on my own time. 61 and 58. Okay. Here's 61. 61 is this piano. And actually that's slightly wrong. And here's the bass. This is the bass that's giving me trouble. Or presumably that's what's giving me some trouble. I don't really know for sure. grab that. Let's grab this stuff. Start with this, actually. Move it over here. Grab those arpeggios and put those over here. The Serum plugin doesn't come with FL Studio 12. Is it compatible with 11? Yeah, it's compatible with any version of FL. Anything that can run plugins, really. I'm just having some stability issues with it that I can't explain it. I don't know why I'm having those issues. I'm going to try increasing my buffer settings, which I just did. So that sounds good. I think the piano's a little loud here. Make an automation. Anytime I have an issue, it's like make an automation clip for it. Just automate it down. Okay. Is there anything else I added that is necessary? That hi-hat's kind of nice, or ride cymbal's kind of nice. Okay. What else is in that part of the song that I didn't copy from earlier? Got that. Okay, so actually I do I have that? Let's bring up the hi-hats, or the ride. I keep saying hi-hat. I want to add like a something like that too. That's a little sharp on the volume end. So let me go back on that. Hold on, I'll take a look at the notes for the other thing in a second. Okay, so let me take that, I'll start it here. Again, automate it down. So it's bright, but it doesn't need to be bright for this part. A little too dark. yeah, this track will definitely be released for sure. Just need to finish it without FL dying on me. You know, also before I add another element to it, the bass that's going on. Let me find it. So I actually think that having some notch EQ automation could be cool on this. So okay, the way I think I'm going to do this is, yeah, I'll do it with an EQ. And automate that band back and forth. We'll see. It might reuse this automation earlier on in the track as well. Save, very important. Gotta make sure my work is preserved. Okay, let's just check this out. Just some kind of like smooth curves to give it a little bit more motion. Yeah, I think having that extra motion helps a little bit. Is this going to be part of an album or an EP? I don't know yet. I have to think about it. One thing that I'm going to be doing probably in the next week is I'm going to put up a Patreon page, because there are tracks, like I want to try to do a new track, a new remix as Zircon a little bit more frequently, but I don't know, it can be kind of, yeah, I don't want to have to wait for a full album for people to be able to get it. So with Patreon, it'll be, if you donate $1 to the Patreon, you just get the track for $1, and then obviously I'll have other stuff available. But so that'll be, I think, a straightforward way to do it. I'll probably put it on Bandcamp also, which is what I did for the previous EP, Getaway, with Augment and Across the Ocean. But yeah, I have to think about like how this, you know, what grander scope this falls into. I don't really know yet. There we go. That reverb sounds a bit better. Can I move the second to last note in the piano part up a fourth? Let me see what you mean. That? This is an A? It's like this? Yeah, that sounds a little bit better. I'm assuming that's what you meant? Yeah, up to the fourth. That is the fourth that I just moved it to. Cool. So something else. Okay. Other things that this section needs. It's got to have a symbol that goes into it. There is a roll, I believe. Where did I put that roll? I don't know why that's playing so high up. It shouldn't be. Is this really what I was using for this? I feel like I had something else going on here, but I don't remember what it was. Is it this? Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's what I was looking for. I was like, somehow that snare didn't sound right. And then also I need to transition it with some reverse things. I guess that will do for now. I'm going to take this pad from earlier. And I'm just curious what that would sound like with this also. mulling over how this sounds. Like, does it sound good? Does it not sound good? I think it sounds good. What I'd really like to do is just play this back and hear. Oh my God, look at that automation. I'd really like to just play this back, but I feel like my computer is going to explode if I do. By the way, if you look in the Twitch description, this computer is basically as good as you can get right now. I mean, so it definitely says something that I'm crashing it with this project. Just thinking, is there anything else I'm missing? Okay, well, what happens after this part? I think I want to end with some ambience like that. That's in the wrong pattern. Let me just take care of this. So the LFO shouldn't be. This should be synced. I was trying to figure out like why that wasn't sounding good, and I think it's because it's not synced. There we go. Automate that up. Sorry, I'll check the chat in just a sec. Let me just get down the stuff that I want to do before I lose my train of thought. With all the crashing and everything, it's like I gotta make sure my ideas are down. Let's end with that. It's not actually going to end exactly like this. Just getting in the right elements. Same deal. Automate that EQ up since we're changing the frequency mix. Hey, Haley Skull, what's going on? Oh, somebody mentioned that the ride was too loud before. I need to double check that. That's not the ride. Not that ride. Talking about this ride. Okay. Yeah, let me check out that patch from Zebra. Sure. Just one sec. Save. Save my project. Okay. Okay. Hold up. So one thing is we want to fade out the track. Just the whole track. So let me do that now. Initiate automation, create automation clip. Okay, we'll just do a gradual fade out like that. The question was, oh, you mean play pause stop moving the play marker around? Yeah, I'm sure that contributes to it. How many monitors do I have? I have 2 monitors, 23 inches. At the moment, I have everything on the left monitor. Normally when I work, I have the piano roll and the mixer on the right monitor. I think the triple buffer was helping. I don't know, I'm just going to like change random options and we'll see what happens. Okay. Okay, this symbol, what does this sound like? There's a certain one I'm looking for. Yeah, that's the one I want for the very end. And then we'll reverse it like so. Okay, there's a zebra patch filter scape. Noises, 10th anniversary. I have to find where that is. 2.5. Filter space, this? That's cool. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on with that? Oh, it's because it's tied to velocity. Oh, again. That's a cool sound. It's very, very icy. I do like it. Let's put it in. Why is this? This should not be linked to envelope 1 at all. Okay, and then EQ it. No, it actually, what it should be is like just a. What's this is doing that? Stop doing that. There we go. Yeah, would I ever do a live stream of orchestral stuff? Absolutely. I've streamed stuff that I've done for like 16-bit games, which is orchestral, but it's not like modern sounds. But yeah, next time I need to do an orchestral thing, I definitely would like to stream it. Okay, can I make it through this part? This should be more that. I have the bass turned off because I think that's what's crashing it, so. And you know what? Actually, I had like a Foley sound earlier on in the track. I could bring that back as well. If I can find it. There we go. Gonna be doing new automation for this, so I gotta make sure it's fresh part of the clip. Okay. You know what? That cutoff is way too abrupt. It should be like this long at least. And just really let the pads ring out a bit. Orchestral jazz fusion? Yeah, sounds good. I'll do it. Is there something, another element, maybe another atmospheric thing? No, it's probably good. Oh, I think I think I was gonna do maybe another riser leading into that part. Just to the very end, just to give it that extra little extra hit. I really want this last sound to be very good. Okay, got that stuff. Again, super atmosphere, that's the goal. Super atmosphere DX. Actually, that layer isn't necessary. I don't know if it needs a high note. Watch, as soon as I unmute this, it's gonna get messed up again. Let's actually crank up the delay also on that last crash. Save. Oof, look at this project, man. Crazy, crazy. Wow, this is quite a project. A lot of these pads I made myself. Anyway, when I have a sound in my head that I want to make, what makes me pick one synth instead of another? Usually how quickly I can get to that sound with a particular synth. So I know that at this point, if I'm trying to do like a growly digital bass, Serum is the fastest, Massive is second, but Massive uses less CPU. If I want to do a simple sound like a saws and squares and you know, layered oscillators and filters, Zebra 2 will get me there fast because it's really easy to just add more oscillators and filters. So I know, like, because I know that workflow so quickly, it lends itself well. I can just click a button and immediately get 11 saw waves. If I want like a plucked sound, something that just sounds good out of the box and I don't want to have to think about it, I might load up Nexus. So it's partially it's like the more I learn each thing that I have, the more I can just immediately know how hard it is to get a particular sound out of it. Wait a second. We're missing something here. The snare. Some of these levels are off, guys. I know. I'll fix it. Okay. I'll mostly play back. Yeah, so there are a few things that I want to change now that I mostly heard everything back. So there's some of the pads and ambient elements are too loud, so I need to go back and turn those down. The Kodo is either too loud or too quiet. Piano is too loud and too quiet in a few spots. Again, some of the basses, some of them are not really moving, and some of them are too dark. They need to be brightened. Some of them are a little too muddy. Those need to be tweaked. And then, yeah, so there's some tweaks that need to be made. Possibly this section here, I might cut it. We'll see. I might just go from this part to the next part. It might not really be necessary to have this middle part at all. So I'll have to mull on that a little bit, but overall, structurally, I think it's just about where I want it. So we have the big transition. I think really this section I'm leaning towards cutting it. Or possibly take this and just lay these chords on top, but have the bass movement here. So we'll see. Yeah. So we'll take another pass at the mixing and then maybe cut that section. But in terms of the like this drop here and then this one back here, I think it sounds pretty good. And then obviously the chorus with the melody, I like that. I like basically the whole breakdown again, except for the fact that some of the instruments are not quite mixed properly. Let's see, where's that Kodo? Da 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 da. Like that needs to be a little bit different. Okay, not that. Like that I think that needs to be just a little bit louder. And like this ends up being a little muddy. Yeah, okay, so anyway, really the last stuff, it's just kind of smaller things, and maybe being a little bit more subtractive now that I have a ton of stuff, is now just to trim the fat a little bit, both from the frequencies and any weird parts that stick out. But otherwise, I think it's done. So it's like we're at maybe 95% completion. Project info, I've spent 21 hours on this. However, to be fair, 5 to 6 hours of that were technical issues. So I'd say more accurately, I've probably spent more like 15 or 16 hours on it. There's a question about what packs and plugins do I use? Well, at the moment, Serum, Massive, Zebra 2, Trillion, and Omnisphere for this track. I use a lot of the FL native plugins, and I use Arts Acoustic Reverb and Valhalla Shimmer for reverb. I use the Glue and Fab Filter for compression, and then I use a free plugin, TLS Pocket Limiter, for limiting, as well as Fab Filter Pro C. Fab Filter Pro L. There's another question about Louise, you asked, like, does it influence, like the workflow? Does that influence what I get? Yeah, for me, workflow is really important. So, for example, somebody was recommending, my friend Will, well, Will Roger. He was recommending a synth called Helix, and a lot of people think highly of it. I've used it. I've used Helix, and I've also used something called Synthmaster, and even though they're very well regarded, I just could not get into them. Just the interface is not inspiring. It's not fast. So that basically crosses it off my list. Zebra is an awesome synth. It doesn't have the most modern wavetables, and it doesn't have the very best virtual analog emulation, but it's just the workflow of it is really cool. So that's why I continue to use Zebra. I'll make a couple of these mixing changes here just for funsies, because why not? Like, this is too loud here. And then let's see what other kind of atmospheric elements we have. Can probably tone this down. Kind of taking a look at all the different elements to see how they mesh together. Piano volume, I feel like it's a little bit loud in this part, so I turned it down. And then also when the big melody comes in, I felt like it was a little loud the first time around, so took that down a little bit. Derpinator question, tried to ask this last time, but the messages weren't coming through. How am I routing my DAW output into my streaming software? Well, it's very convoluted, and it only works with this particular thing that I'm using. Basically, what I'm doing is, let me see if I can actually show it. Okay, so what I'm doing is I have the FL output is going into, it's going out to analog 3 and 4. And analog 3 and 4 is also going into my headphones. However, the headphones are muted so that I can't hear them, because analog 3 and 4 is also going to SPDIF, which is then loopback enabled so that I can hear it when I use that as an input for the stream. So if I close FL right now and I just try to listen, like watch a YouTube video, I'm not going to be able to hear it. I'm only hearing stuff because it's like it's being routed out through the SPDIF input and back into my headphones at the same time. And it's very convoluted. It took me a while to set up, but that's roughly how I do it. Let me take another listen to this part. This is kind of loud. A little muddy, I should say. So we want to do here, same deal. This should get automated so that just for this part of the song, and subsequently, that's a little bit more manageable. Oh, crash. Okay, well, that's as good a time as any to wrap it up for today. Okay, because I've all just crashed again. Okay. Yeah, awesome. Well, I feel good about this. I'm going to finish this on my own time, just those last few, maybe half an hour of mixing changes. Let's close that out here. So, crashy crash, but it got done, and it got done pretty much in real time. So, thank you for tuning in and watching me. Oh, there's something. Can you check the Coda Reverb low cut? Yes, I will check that. I will check that when I reboot the project. So, yeah, thank you for coming to today's stream. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. I will make this track available as soon as it's done and rendered, as soon as I'm able to render it. If you are not following me on Twitter, it would be cool if you did. I'm twitter.com/ZirconST. You can see me here. Yay, ZirconST. So you can do that. And you can also go to my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/ZirconST. And I got stuff on here. Got originals, I have remixes, I have live streams. So definitely go there and subscribe. That'd be cool if you did. Again, also you should check out my wife's stuff, youtube.com/JillianAversa. She has some excellent music videos. We've collaborated a lot, so check her stuff out if you have not already. And there's going to be a new video tomorrow, I think, which is going to be pretty cool. So something to look forward to. All right, well, that does it for today. FL crashes notwithstanding, got some good work done. So next stream is probably going to be Saturday. And with that, this is Zircon, and see you guys next time.